Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're setting up yet another apiary site. Now I know I haven't long set up the woodland apiary, but I've decided to set up another one here. Hopefully we're gonna see how it goes. It's an old overgrown pond. I don't know what the sort of area is like until we get in there and clear it all out. It's all overgrown. Can't even get in the entrance at the moment because the hedge has grown out and you can't open the gate. Good things, it's fenced off, so livestock can't get in there. Bad thing is, it is in a pond, and whether there's enough space or if I'm just gonna go flying and straight in the pond, I don't know. So we're gonna have to get it cleaned up first, and then we'll see how we get on. Okay, I guess we better start with the gate and actually getting access in. Right, time to get some sawing equipment. So I managed to borrow a hedge cutter and some other equipment. Hopefully it's enough we can get in there and tackle this lot. Safety first. Got there eventually. Woo. Let's see if we can get this beast going. Okay, we made a start. Yeah, there's some quite thick, like, trees or hedge, I don't know. Need to get something that's gonna cut through it. I think I need a chainsaw. The power of two-stroke. I've used sharper chains than that before. I think this definitely needs a new chain. This is too big, isn't it? Oh, the spare chain I brought is the wrong size. So we're just gonna have to power through with a blunt chain. Luckily, there isn't that much to cut. Just makes it a little bit harder. Should be able to mulch a lot of the small little twigs up with the strimmer. But all these big ones, I guess I'll just cut them up, put them to the side for wildlife, nesting, birds, I don't know. Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there. Yeah, it's not quite as wide as I thought it would be over that way. Maybe we can go a bit more this way. Yeah, it's one of those things you don't know until you get in here, start cutting it all down to see what we actually have. These brambles are the worst. Spiky. Let's attack it a little bit more. We are out of juice. We need more juice. Refueled and ready for more. Made a bit of a hole in it anyway. Now we're getting there. Time for a cup of tea, I think. Oh, I have to admit, I am impressed with the shredder blade on that brush cutter. just like mulches everything up. Yeah, ideal. I think the beetles will be liking all this anyway. That was well needed. Right, got ourselves another camera angle. Hopefully you can see a bit better there. Hopefully it's not worse. Okay, looks like we need to cut this thing down. Be a lot easier then just to trim, keep the pond area nice and tidy. Really wish I brought the right chain for this chainsaw. It is it's on the blunt side, to say the least. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing anyway, so doesn't make a lot of difference. I love the smell of two-stroke in the morning. Lots of walking back in too. Crikey. Surprised at actually how much stuff there was in here. It wasn't like just brambles, it was quite thick. I don't know, was it hazel or? I'm not sure what it was. But yeah, it was a bit tricky to get in and tackle it. Let's get this last bit all trimmed up. Well, it's certainly looking different now. Oh, much better. I think while I've got the strimmer here, I might just go around a bit further, just to tidy the pond up a little bit. Keep it looking nice and smart. Finished. Now I didn't have to do this other half of the pond. Really, it's only a very small area that we're going to be using, but I think it is, yeah, part of being a good beekeeper. You're on someone else's property, so you know, to go the extra mile and make it nice and tidy. I think the landowner will appreciate it. Yeah, it's looking much better. Oh, for sure. So we got there in the end, much tidier than it was earlier today, and we've got another site ready. So all we've got to do now is bring some stands, some hives, and most importantly, some more bees. So it's actually been a couple months since I cleared out the pond. Haven't got any bees there yet, but I'm starting to stress. I'm a bit behind on sort of getting the apiary set up, and I've got a lot of bees. We need to get this set up because I'm stressing that I haven't got anywhere to put them. You'll see on the last video, I made 15 splits with queen cells, and yeah, once they get established, we need more sites to put them, so we need to get this set up as soon as possible. I've got some pallets and I've got a couple stands. Now the stands actually fit in my cart a lot easier, the pallets not so much, but I have managed to get them here just about. So hopefully we can stick some hives on there if needs be. I would prefer to have them on the proper stands that I have, but with just the time that I have, I think these pallets are gonna have to do for now. If I get some more stands and I make some more, we can replace them with stands at a later date. But these pallets should be good for now. I've got my level, I've got a shovel, I've got some bricks and some little bits to sort of level them up. So let's get in there and let's get the hive stands set up. Handy little gate that works well. Starting to rain a little bit. excellent. Now a couple of these pallets are pretty decent. This one is just a really cheapy pine pallet. It's actually the one that I got a load of Payne's Nucs delivered on. I don't think it's meant for outdoors, but we'll use it for now anyway. Oh, much lighter than the other two. Yeah, and these pallets are pretty heavy. Oh God. Okay, I think that probably makes about the most sense orientation wise. Now the tricky part is getting them all roughly leveled up. Now I've got some big slabs that I was going to put down like I did on the other hive stands, but I just don't think it's going to work here, so I'm using small little tiles just to put underneath the feet, keep them dry, and also level them out. Okay, it looks like we got the stands something like level. Bit of faff, but it's a lot easier to do it now than when we got bees on, especially for feeding. It's just way easier if the stands are level and the hives are level as well. Better for the bees, I think. Right, next let's look at these pallets and see what's going on with these. I've got some flower seed, so I'm just going to scatter some of this. I'm not sure if it's actually going to grow without raking it in, but it's better than nothing. I'm going to scatter some of this. Hopefully we'll get some nice flowers here in the next few months, but we'll see about that one. Okay, not sure if any of those are actually going to grow, but if they do, that would be great. So next up, we need some bees. Let's see if we can try and find some, and let's bring them here. Okay, so it's about 9:15 at night. The sun has just set and we've come to our first apiary, and yeah, we're gonna take this nuc. I'm just gonna close the entrance like that. And we're going to take this to our new pond apiary. I've got a couple more in the woodland. I'm going to probably get those tomorrow morning first thing. Then we should have 3 little nucs to set up our new apiary. I've actually decided to pick up the other 2 nucs tonight, as it is such a nice lovely evening. It's quite cool. Rather than messing around getting here in the morning, we're just going to take the other 2 nucs right now. A little bit spooky when it's starting to get dark. The birds still seem rather active though. You can hear them chirping away. So I decided to get these nucs tonight rather than leave it to the morning. I was driving, I was on my way to the pond, and then I thought, you know what? For what it's worth, I may as well just pick these 2 up now. So get them all done all at once. It gets super hot the next few days, so I'm just worried about transporting them and also swarming, because these 3 colonies, the queens did have swarm cells. So what I've done is I've just moved them in their own apiary for all the flying bees to fly back to their original colonies. So they haven't got any flying bees in here, hopefully. And then now that we can move them, there's no chance of them swarming. Hopefully we can do an inspection on these as well in the next day or 2. And hopefully hive them up as well soon. These little ratchet straps are super handy. Yeah, I wouldn't want this to open while I'm driving. That could be a bit of a nightmare. I know you probably shouldn't, but I do find them handy to carry. Right, let's get these in the car and let's get to our pond apiary. Right, I'm just going to get a little hat so I don't get stung. I'll just put them on the queen excluder until I can do an inspection tomorrow, because these are the colonies that did try to swarm. Didn't need the hat in the end. Let's actually strap these down to the stands as well, just in case it does get windy. Okay, so there we go. We managed to set up our new apiary, and it's a good job because we've got loads and loads of colonies now. So definitely something we needed. Thanks for watching. If you stayed this long, I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.